Hello, welcome to Brent's Prime Food Adventures. I'm Brent. Today my special guest is Grandma Yoshi. Yoshi and I are going to make a dish called Skiyaki, or as we say in the United States, Sukiyaki. And we are in the Detroit area, southeast Detroit, at my niece Corey's. Before we move on to today's food adventure, I would like to discuss who is Grandma Yoshi and what is Skiyaki. So let's start with Yoshi. Yoshi was born in Japan. She moved to the United States in the late 50s. She married a gentleman named Don Morris. Don was a lifetime shopper of the store that my father established, eventually being called Ray's Prime Foods. So he shopped with my going all the way back to the late 1950s, regularly. I remember Don shopping. He's passed, but when I owned the store, Don would come in on a regular basis, and sometimes Yoshi would join him. So Yoshi and her deceased husband, Don, have been long-time Ray's Prime Food shoppers since the beginning. Now, my niece Corey's mother passed away when Corey was a baby. That was my sister Joy. Corey's father Don remarried a woman named Marie, and Marie is my niece Corey's stepmother. Marie is also Yoshi's daughter. So when Corey refers to Yoshi as Grandma Yoshi, as really does my whole family, it's a legitimate thing. Yoshi's always been welcome in the Martiniak family and vice versa. Now, I want to discuss what is Skiyaki. It's a Japanese hot pot dish. It's over 120 years old. And again, in the United States, it's called Sukiyaki. The Japanese pronunciation is Skiyaki, and that's what we always refer to it in our family. In Japan, there are two primary variations. There's a Kanto style and there's a Kansai style. So I asked Yoshi what kind does she make, and Yoshi said neither. She makes her own style. She's been making this since she was a small girl, and she's developed her own unique process over the years. It's still Skiyaki. It's just not necessarily one of the two primary variations. Hence the title in this episode, Grandma Yoshi's Skiyaki. Every version of Skiyaki is cooked in a broth in a hot pot, which is why loosely translated the word Skiyaki means hot pot. There's also a Thai version of Skiyaki. It often uses a fiery red sauce. It can be part of a noodle soup or a stir fry. The Japanese version, as you will discover, is more sweet and savory. In any version, it's a symphony of flavors. So let's move forward and make some of Grandma Yoshi's Skiyaki. I have here Grandma Yoshi, her daughter Marie, and we are making Skiyaki, which is a Japanese dish, and it just so happens that Yoshi, Grandma Yoshi as I call her, was born in Japan and knows a little bit about what we're doing. And this is what I call mise en place, which means everything in its place. And we're going to go through every ingredient to see what we have. So let's start right here. These are shiitake mushrooms. Mm-hmm. We have the stems that are removed. What kind of peas did we have here?
Pea pods.
Pea pods. This is a bean sprout. This is green onions. Mm-hmm. This is, tell me the right kind of cabbage.
Napa.
Napa, N-A-P-A.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then we have also just regular onions. We have here, this is a tofu. My choice to acquire the tofu was either mild or extra firm. There was nothing in between, and I got the extra firm. Is that okay?
Oh, yes. Fine.
Okay, and what kind of noodles are these?
Shirataki.
Shirataki. Okay, and we had to go to a Japanese market to acquire these.
And they come wet in a bag, almost like, it's almost like kraut. It comes in a bag almost like a wet kraut.
Almost like brined, almost.
Yes.
And we have some of these items that I don't know what that is. What is this, Yoshi?
Hondashi.
Oh, hondashi.
What is hondashi?
Hondashi is made with soup stock.
Oh, okay, sure.
That's it.
So that would be, because we do this in a broth. This is just a soy sauce. I usually use low sodium, and it is a low sodium soy sauce. That makes sense. A little bit of sugar. This is a great ingredient. This is shaved prime rib. And we cut it into thirds once we got it. There's a couple pounds. This is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. These happen to be Amish, higher quality. And we cut those into bite-sized pieces. And now what do I have here?
Well, let's start back here. A little bit of olive oil.
Tiniest bit of olive oil.
To start cooking. We've got sake.
Sake.
To add to the stock. Mirin.
Mirin? I don't know what that is. I really don't.
So mirin is a sweet cooking rice seasoning.
Okay.
And then we have some rendered beef fat that we'll also start cooking with.
Yes, we need that.
Now we've got a little bit of shaker seaweed here. This has bonito in it, and for the rice after.
Can I see that when you open it up? I want to look in. I have seaweed. Did I use Yeah. I use that on my salmon. I have some, I just call it dried seaweed. I don't know exactly what it's called. And now I also have a stock pot here, or a rice pot. Did I call that the right thing?
Yeah.
And what kind of rice is in there?
We usually use a nishiki or a cocoa rose. Both are easily found in grocery stores now in the international aisle.
Now, we normally have like a hot pot or an electric skillet, but we were unable to find it this morning. So we're going to just go with plan B, figure it out. And that is that we are going to just use a regular skillet on the stove. On to the Skiyaki. So we're going to do this in the skillet, just a tiniest little bit of olive oil. I would always suggest the high quality premium olive oil. And then we could use tallow probably. I was supposed to get beef fat, I failed.
Tallow.
So, okay, we are using this instead.
We'll start with that. Okay.
Yoshi has made this with me at least once before, I feel twice, but this is definitely a treat for everybody when she makes this. This is not an everyday item. This is something that is a very special moment. So now we're taking the shaved prime rib. It was just 2 pounds, and we're placing it in that little tiny bit of olive oil, and then what I'm going to call the fat, the lard, the marrow. Okay, now we just started searing is the word I'm going to use. Some, but not all, of the shaved prime rib. Looks like we've got about 1.5 pounds of it in there. And we're adding sugar, just regular sugar, not anything fancy. Oh, smells good already, Yoshi. Normally, I want to say this again, normally Yoshi has an electric skillet, but we couldn't find the skillet. In the description below, there's going to be links to a lot of the items you could use to make Skiyaki. And that's going to include what I'm going to call a hot pot. If you want to make this at home and you want your Japanese style hot pot, there's a link to one in the description below. And now we have the soy sauce. And I just want to say, this is what we're going to use for our stock. We're adding something else here now. Which one is this, Yoshi or Marie? What did we?
Mirin.
The mirin. Did we have to get that from the Japanese store too? We're not going to find that in too many local big box stores. The international aisle you can find mirin. Oh gosh, that looks good already. We're cooking on medium high, getting that sear going. Now that we've added some liquid, we just turned it down to a medium. This is really a treat when Yoshi makes a Skiyaki. This is something that is a wonderful experience. And we got a little bit of onion here. Anybody who has eaten Grandma Yoshi's Skiyaki is going to be jealous when they see this. She was nice enough to make it for me when I came in from out of town. And I'm blessed, truly. Oh, we added the mushrooms. Yoshi is a long time shopper from Ray's Prime Foods, going back to the 1960s when the establishment just opened, her and her husband. Marie is their daughter. Maria, that makes Maria a long-time Ray's shopper as well, ex-Ray's Prime Foods shopper. And I remember his name was Don, Yoshi's husband. He's passed away, coming in, and they, once or twice a year, they would ask for shaved prime rib because Yoshi was going to make Skiyaki. So we would freeze it slightly, and we would put it on a slicer, and then we would shave it just like you would lunch meat. But then you had to break the slicer down immediately because you can't have raw meat on a slicer that slices lunch meat. I'm familiar with Yoshi's, Grandma Yoshi, as we all like to refer to her. I'm familiar with her Skiyaki in many ways. Again, one of them is the store used to get her the shaved prime rib. Ooh, now we're going to go for some Napa cabbage. We are going to do chicken thighs as well, boneless skinless chicken thighs. But we're going to do that separate. We're not going to do that with the beef. We could if we chose to, but we just decided we're going to do it separate. So right now we're just focusing on the shaved prime rib.
So this is hondashi, which is a fish stock, dried fish stock, but it's very similar to a ramen noodle season packet if you can't find this.
Do we add a little water to this too?
Yeah,
or
I think usually the vegetable gives all of that.
right.
Yeah. So,
The onions in particular, sure. Give it enough moisture. We've got Yoshi working hard while we watch her. So this has been maybe 5, probably closer to 10 minutes of just stirring.
so you see how much water we getting from
Oh,
the-
yes.
Yeah, so that's why I don't need the water.
We didn't add any water. This is just, Yoshi was right. The vegetables are just going to leak a little bit of liquid, and we keep it all separate. And it's so important that we keep turning everything so that there's nothing that's cold in the middle. Everything gets a little bit of I'm going to say sear is the right word. Oh, it smells so good here. Maria and I did try a little bit of the shaved prime rib, and yes, it's delicious. Now we're adding the tofu. Somehow or another, and Yoshi knew this. She said the vegetables are going to shrink, and sure enough, that's what they're doing. And as everything cooks a little more, then you have more room in your pan. Usually this would be an electric skillet, and it would be done on a kitchen counter where everybody can gather around it. But again, we couldn't find the electric skillet this time. So what we're doing, a kitchen island is what I would call it. So what we're doing is we're doing plan B. Look at her go. Now we have Yoshi. We've been talking so much that Yoshi forgot to add the sake a little earlier. When do you usually add the sake, Yoshi?
What? When almost like,
Almost right from the beginning.
yeah. Not the
So
beginning, but that's okay. Still
that's also going to create a little bit of liquid. We had enough. The vegetable sweat, that's the word that I was looking for. Wow, this is great. So we're adding things in order of cooking and how long it takes. So we started with the prime rib. We just added the green onions. And then the last thing I think that we haven't added yet was the alfalfa, I said that wrong, bean sprouts. Okay. Bean sprouts are not in season. We're having a hard time buying them in Southeast Detroit. I had to go to a Japanese restaurant to get these where, I'm a customer there, so it's not like I was a stranger. And are we going to use them all this time, or are we just going to use half?
We're going to use them all.
We're going to use them all right now? And those take the least amount of time to cook, so those went in last. Am I saying that right, Yoshi? We put it all in the order that it takes to cook?
Yeah, everything is done.
Okay, so now we're going to get a closer look. You see all the liquid in there. The sake created a little bit of that too. And now we're going to call some people, because apparently what Yoshi does is she cooks a little bit and people eat, and then she cooks a little bit more and then people eat. And I don't know when she eats. We're going to find out eventually. So we've moved, again, this is normally done on an electric skillet in an island in a kitchen, and what we did was we just did it on the stove, and then we just moved it over here, and now we have 4 bowls ready, and people are going to get ready to eat. Here we go. Maria's showing us how to do this. So what we do is we just take a dish full of rice, and then we pick through what we're going to eat. Next is coming Austin. If you don't know Austin yet, he was in our prime rib episode. He helped to make the garlic herb butter that went into the prime rib.
Yeah, that was the best.
Not that there was a competition, Corey, but there was three
There's
kinds.
always a competition.
But there was 3 kinds of prime rib.
Yes.
And which prime rib was the best?
Yours, the salted brine. It's not a competition, but it is.
You know what I'm talking about. Watch the episode on prime rib. We made 3 kinds, 3 different ways. Okay, I'm going to sit down and eat a little bit too, so I'm going to put the camera down. And here's our rice here. So we put the rice in the bowl, and then we put the Skiyaki in it.
It's gone now.
Okay, so now we have the 2 pounds of boneless, the Amish boneless skinless chicken thighs. These take a little longer to cook than the beef, so we're going to go ahead and get these cooked first. And we're savages. We're savages in this home. This is all left of all those delicious ingredients that we had. And Maria's cooking now. Same exact concept as the beef. Once the chicken gets cooked, we'll push it to the side, and then we'll start cooking the other things in the order that it takes time for them to cook. Okay, Marie, so we have the chicken. I think the mushrooms are all gone.
I had a couple hidden under here.
Oh,
So, set some mushrooms.
what did you put after the chicken? What was the next thing?
Cabbage.
Cabbage, that's what I remember. We'll see the order. It's all on film, and I'll make sure that in the recipe down below that it's all in the proper order. And again, we did not add any water because you can see how the moisture from the food comes out. You're going to hear some background conversation now, but here we are with everything in. This is what we have left, Skiyaki. All right, now I'm getting people's reaction. Marie, how is our Skiyaki?
It was horrible. I had to kill it.
It was awful. I'll have seconds.
Austin, what do we have for Skiyaki?
Terrible.
Can't eat it fast enough. Corey, how we doing?
It's good. You're not allowed to have any of mine.
Yoshi, how was your Skiyaki? How did you do? That answers that. And I'm going to tell you, here's mine. I'm going to do a little bit of filming, and mine is just so delicious. This is really a real treat for me. A genuine treat. This is what's left of all that food. The 2 pounds of shaved prime rib and all that other food.